Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And happy Wednesday. I am up super duper early. I done took my butt to bed super early. Now I'm up and can't sleep. So I decided to just drop in to say hey to you all. Those of you who are up, good morning, good morning, good morning. Lord, I done went to bed super duper early. Now I'm up and can't go to sleep. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who's up with me? I guess I'm up and at it by myself this morning. But anyway, I just wanted to drop in to say good morning to you all. I hope you all have an amazing day today. As you begin to get up. I don't know why I keep saying that, but as you begin to get up, look up, and tell God thank you for all the many wonderful blessings He has given us. Um, Today is going to be a good day. I'm proclaiming it. It's going to be a good day. I have to go see my little lady in a few hours, and so I guess I'm getting ready to do some laundry or what have you while I'm up. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to drop in to say good morning to you all and to ask that you guys hit the like button as you come in and hit the sub button for your girl. It will greatly be appreciated and it will help me with my goal of getting monetized. I am almost to my goal and I just want to say thank you all so much for that. You didn't have to take the time out of your day to come over to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. Um, and I just want to say I appreciate y'all so much for helping me with my journey to getting monetized. Other than that, I just wanted to remind you guys about the giveaway. It's still going on. Um, Not asking for anything in return, only that you are liking, commenting, and subbing to the channel. Um, so make sure you guys are subbed to Everyday with Tanika. Please and thank you. And if you don't know what the giveaway is, we will be gifting two, maybe even three people with lunch and or dinner via Cash App. If you don't have Cash App and you are the winner, we will definitely get that gift to you. So don't worry about that. Also go over and check out Miss Cherry Taylor's page. She will be doing a costume jewelry trinket box for the giveaway as well. And if you've ever been on her page and seen the nice jewelry that she be wearing, I think it will be something along the lines of that. So make sure you go over there and sub to her channel as well. Please and thank you. And we just want you guys to just sub anyway because there's something you would want to do. Um, so yeah, just make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subbing, so you won't miss out on the many wonderful things that we have coming up. And you know, the holidays are coming up. So we want you guys to get in and just be a part of it. Just be a part of the blessing train. It's always a blessing to bless other people. It's always kind to be kind and just put a smile on someone's face. You never know what a person is going through. Uh, so, um, so you never know what a person is going through. Just like a good friend of me, lost his youngest daughter on yesterday, 20 something years old. Oh, hi, Andy. Hi. Make sure you hit the like button and the sub button for your girl. It will greatly be appreciated, and you will be helping me with my goal of getting monetized. Please and thank you. And good morning to you all. Thank you all for coming in. I was just saying, myself and Cherry Taylor will be doing a giveaway. Thank you so much, Thomas. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming in. I just wanted to remind you guys about the giveaway that we will be doing. We will be gifting two, maybe even three people with lunch and or dinner via Cash App. And if you don't have Cash App, we will definitely get that gift to you if you are the winner. Yes, Pika, it is so sad. It is really sad. I mean, a young girl, a pretty girl, and just passed away on yesterday. I really hate it. That's why, you never know. So if you I don't I I didn't even want to get into what happened. I think eventually he will, disclose what happened to people, but as for now, all I know is that his young daughter, 20 something years old, passed away on yesterday. So I want to just send a prayer up for the Davis family as they're going through this tough time. Uh, she lost her mother uh, some years back, and now yesterday the daughter passed away. So uh, just want to send prayers up to that family. Um, so yes, yes, it's just a lot. A lot be going on. That's why, if you're having differences with somebody like friends or family, try to mend those things, because life is proven to us that it's most definitely short, and it's not waiting on anybody. We never know. We could be here one day and absolutely gone the next. So if you need to mend friendships, relationships, or anything with family, uh, make sure you do that, because life is most definitely short. Uh, but other than that, how are you guys doing this morning? I went to bed super duper early, all this rain, so I am up. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much. So I am up and just wanted to drop on to say, hey, good morning, Daniel. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? Uh, Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the sub button for your girl. It won't cost you a dime, and it will greatly, greatly be appreciated. Make sure you go over there and check out my shorts so y'all can see what happened while your girl was in New Orleans this past weekend. And I had a time. When I tell you I had a time, and then they were doing that red dress run down in New Orleans. Um, and it's being done for some kind of charity. I don't know. Um, yes, baby, yes. New Orleans don't owe me nothing, Pika. Baby, when I tell you I had a good time, I had a good time drinking my beers. And a friend of mine had bought me no, 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 no. I'm from the South. I'm from Alabama. But um I go to New Orleans every year, on a trip every year. I drink Bud Lights, and then a friend of mine, I had never even heard of it, but a friend of mine bought me a big bottle of butter pecan moonshine. And Pika, when I tell you, it was delicious. It was delicious, and gave me so much life. But I am a beer drinker. Uh, I love drinking beers. I love them, honey. Oh, so yeah, I made sure I had plenty of my beers and the butter pecan moonshine, and then I also had a gallon of the regular moonshine. So I just took so much beer and liquor on the trip with me, um, and absolutely had a good time. You got a friend named Bud Light who likes it. Oh Lord. But yeah, I love Bud Lights. I think once I started drinking, um, that was my go-to beer because it was kind of, you know, to me, it has the best taste. I don't know, to me. But if I'm not drinking beer, then my go-to drink would be a whiskey sour. I would either do the amaretto sour or the de Serrano and the sweet and sour. His real name is Buddy Guy Lightman, but we'll call him Bud Light for sure. Okay. Okay, Pika. Where are you from? But yeah, I absolutely had a wonderful, wonderful time in New Orleans. But let me tell you how the devil tried to throw a wrench in us having a good time. Because I was actually on a bus trip. And we go every year in August, the first week of August. And let me tell you how the devil tried to throw a wrench, well, throw the wrench in us having a good time. Um, we left Wednesday. Hi, now you know Pokemon. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button and sub. Thank you so much, and welcome, 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 and good morning. Um, but we left out Wednesday, headed to New Orleans. Um, and so we stayed to Sunday. Thank you so much, Pokemon. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and so we left about 11:25 Sunday morning, headed back home. Um, and the bus trip was going well. It was two buses full of people on this trip, and we I guess about 3 p.m. we stopped and let everybody get off the bus to use the bathroom and get something to eat. And as everybody loaded back up on the bus, um, we were getting ready to hit the freeway to come back home. I think we were like maybe 2.5, 3 hours away from home. And then um, why the first bus, it just cut off. So the guy pulled into empty parking lot, and then our brakes went out on our bus, and we just broke down in the middle of the street. And but I'm so glad that we were on like a little side street before we hit the freeway, and we were not on the actual highway, because that bus lost power and just completely shut off. Um, and then our bus brakes went out. I pray everything gets better for you, Pika. You know, God can handle all things now. You never know how your situation will change. You just have to keep trusting and believing. So, and then we were stranded for 7.5 hours waiting on two more buses to come and pick us up. Uh, and so, we all were upset because we were stranded, but we was missing the blessing in it. The blessing in it was because we hadn't hit the freeway. Um, we hadn't hit the freeway, so that was the blessing. It's all good. I'm homeless by choice because the price of housing is so expensive. Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you something, Pika. That is so true. That is so true. But I still pray God continues to bless and keep you. That is my prayer for you. And I know that God can and will. Let me tell you, Pika, uh, a while back, well, I ain't gonna say, I was in a situation where I didn't want to be. Uh, the living arrangements was not good, and I used to lay in the bed sometimes and just cry and pray to God that I could get my own place and everything like that. And I, uh, the young lady that I was speaking about, Miss Cherry Taylor, I had ran across her live one night, and she prayed for me, Pika. Um, she prayed for me and just spoke a word to me saying that God was gonna move for me, and He actually did. So about 2 weeks later, after that, after me just stumbling up on her live and everything, and after her praying for me and everything, maybe 2 to 3 weeks later, I was moving into my home. So I know that God can and will work things out. And I just pray that everything works out for you. I pray that God keeps you safe and just keep you in everything that you do. You keep God first and still trust and believe that your situation is gonna change, and it will. I can get on here and cut up and laugh and joke and act a fool, but when it comes down to being serious, I can most definitely be that. Uh, and I honestly, I would tell anybody, I truly, truly, truly believe in the power of prayer, and I just love the Lord. I really do. So I just, I really pray that your situation gets better and that you're able to find something that's reasonable, something that you can afford. And just, wherever you go, wherever you end up, you just be safe um, and just take care of yourself. Hi, Alex. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in and sub to my channel. It will greatly, greatly be appreciated, and it will be helping me with my goal of getting monetized. And I am almost at my goal. So thank you all so, so, so much. I'm just on here talking about a little of this and a lot of that. So I went to bed super duper early. Now I am up and can't sleep. So I just decided to jump on to say hey and good morning to you all. As you come in, I know a lot of you guys are getting up and getting ready for work. I know a lot of you guys are coming in from work, but either way, even if you're coming or going, make sure you be safe. I know a lot of you guys are still in bed. Y'all have kids starting school on today. I pray that they have a good school season um, and that everything goes well. Um, so, yeah, I was just saying, oh, Alex, make sure you hit the sub button. We will be doing a giveaway where we will be gifting two, maybe even three people with lunch and or dinner via Cash App. Uh, And the only requirements is that you are liking, commenting, and subbing to the channel. I do go back and read the comments. As you can see, I'm up early, so sometimes I'm doing it late at night or early morning. But I do go through and read all of my comments, and those are the only requirements, that you are liking, commenting, and subbing. And Miss Cherry does that as well. So make sure you go over there and sub to her channel as well. And she will also be doing a costume jewelry trinket box. Uh, Pika, do you? My very best friend. Let me tell you, my very best friend um went to school with Ricky Smiley, so she knew him very well. And you know, I've been to several of the karaoke's that he does at the Stardome here. Good morning, Miss Thomas. Good morning. Good morning. So I've been through several of the karaoke things that he do. But have I ever met him personally? No. But my best friend, before she passed away, was good friends with him. She actually went to school with Ricky Smiley. But just from what I see and hear, you know, a very nice laid back person. What's going on, Miss Thomas? What's going on? Yeah, you know, when I tell you, Pika, I miss my best friend. We were like a Thelma and Louise. Uh, uh, I don't even know who that is. Um, but we were like, my best friend and myself, we were like Thelma. Um, Pika, my best friend, let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. I remember it was on a Saturday, um, and she called me this particular Saturday, and we were just talking and laughing. Uh, she might be in the bed. You know, Joe started school this morning, so she probably knocked out. Uh, is an actress content. Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up then. I had never heard of them, but my best friend had called me that Saturday, and I don't know, we was on the phone for about 4 hours, just talking about, laughing and talking and talking and laughing about everything. So when we got ready to get off the phone, she said, girl, I just want to tell you I love you. And I didn't say anything. She said, I just want to tell you I love you. And I said, excuse me, y'all. I said, bitch, don't be trying to hit on me. I don't want you. You know, and we just, both of us fell out laughing, not knowing that the very next day she was going to pass away from an asthma attack. So my best friend passed away from an asthma attack. Yes, that is how she passed away. So, but I mean, we had been friends for over 20 years. And I could tell you some fun. And it's funny, I met her because we lived in some apartments. Yes. We lived in some apartments, and I had my car parked. And this is how I met her. She was driving a U-Haul. I didn't know her at the time. She was driving a U-Haul truck. So I was sitting on the porch, and I said, look at this crazy lady driving this damn U-Haul. I said, I hope she don't hit my car. And you know what? She hit my car. And so I went down, and I said, lady, you just hit my damn car. And she just started laughing. Uh, and we both ended up laughing, and we were friends, just became instant friends, and we were friends for over 20 something years. Her name was Wanda Thomas. Her name was Wanda Claire Thomas. And she was my very big, I'm talking about for over 20 something years. My very best friend. Very best friend. Pika, I ain't gonna tell you how she was married. Her husband was a straight up dog. And we used to be in bushes with binoculars. I got some stories about my best friend. Yes, Miss Thomas, yes. I got some stories about me and my best friend, how we used to be in the bushes with binoculars. She had found out her husband was messing around with this lady, and she found out where the lady lived at, and she would call me and say, I found out where she lived at. You ready? And I said, yeah, I'm ready. Was always down the ride with my friend. And so we would be in the our big butts in the bushes with binoculars. Uh, yes. And we would be in the bushes with binoculars, looking at this lady house trying to catch her husband. Miss Thomas. Lord, I got some stories about my best friend. No, we didn't use now that would have been pitiful. We used camouflage, but uh I sometimes think about her and just be laughing to myself about some of the things that we did. But when I tell you a good best friend, we have did things for each other that neither one of us has ever talked about or told anybody. She's done things for me, and I've did things for her, and we never discussed it with nobody but ourselves. And when you meet a person like that, um, you should hold that friendship dear to your heart, because that's what friendship and should be about. Um, so, yeah. But, babe, I got some stories about my best friend, honey. And I miss her every day. And it's so crazy. When she passed away, like I said, the day before, we were on the phone for hours. We talked on the phone for hours, and then she said, "I just want to let you know I love you." And I said, "I love you too, girl." As we stopped clowning, but the very next day, she passed away. And then when we went to her funeral, and we were getting ready to leave the cemetery. True story, true story. She's buried by this tree. And so we were getting ready to leave the cemetery, and something just say, look back. And guys, I promise you, when I look back, I seen my friend propped up on this tree waving at me. I promise you, I looked back and saw my friend propped up against the tree where she's buried at, waving goodbye to me. So I guess that was her way of letting me know that she was okay. So yes, Miss Thomas, yes, 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 yes. And I still remember that to this day. And she passed away in 2014. And I still remember it to this like it was yesterday. Like it was yesterday. She was propped up against the tree where she was buried, waving goodbye to me. So when I think of her, sometimes she just comes to mind, and I always just go back to that memory of her. But when I tell you she was a straight clown, she was a straight clown, and could throw down in a kitchen. Whew, Lord have mercy. Could throw down in the kitchen. She was the only lady that I knew that was gonna cook 4 different meals on a Sunday. Yes, Pickle. Let me tell you, we was trying. Look, she said, she was trying to divorce her. And as we land in now, my friend, whenever she called me, now I was gonna come running. So while we were in the bushes, the very next day, I would ask her, now, bitch, why was we in the bushes with some binoculars like we real detectives? And we would just fall out laughing. But at the time, baby, when she said, come on, I was going. But then the next day, I said, I can't believe you had me in some damn bushes with some binoculars looking for your husband. So it was always a good time with her. It was always a good time with her. Um, so yeah, that's why I say, if you are having issues with friends or family, try to fix those relationships. Try to mend fences and relationships and even things with your family. Because life is most definitely short and it's proven to be that every day. You could be here one day and gone the next. So just try to fix those things. Just try to fix those things. Um, Yes, Miss Thomas. Life is short. I was telling Pika and everybody else, a good friend of mine lost his daughter on yesterday, Miss Thomas, 20 some years old, a pretty girl. And she passed away on yesterday. I didn't get into, what happened to her. And I think as time go on, um, um, he'll disclose what happened, but I know she passed away on yesterday. And then it's so sad because her mom had passed away like some years back. So now the youngest daughter passed away on yesterday. So that's why I say, if you have disagreements or you just going through stuff with family, try to fix those things. Because if you're not speaking to, um, her mom had a heart attack, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think she did. Um, we can go through life not speaking to our own family. And then when they pass away, you would be so sad because you didn't get a chance to tell them you love them. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye or anything. So that's why I say, it's always best to mend fences and just try to work on and fix relationships. No, I thought we was like Thelma and Louise, honey. That's what I said. We were like Thelma and Louise. But I mean, you talking about some times with her. We had some times together, honey. And let me tell you how she used to. We used to be competing when we went to church, cause we had a very nice looking pastor that could sing his heart out, and we both liked the pastor. So she would sit on one side and I would sit on the other side, and we both used to cross our legs, honey, and have our little legs showing and look, you know, which I know that one nothing to be doing at church, but we just cut up and clown all kind of ways. So, but I just think back to all of the good times that I had with her, um, and they were some good times. Yes, Pika, that's true. That's true, and people don't believe that. Some people would go without talking to their family for years. I mean, for years. I have three grown kids. Oh yes, Miss Thomas. I have three grown kids. Um, and I can remember I had to get on my older son. I had to get on my older son about something that he had did. And he had stopped talking to me. He got so mad because I was getting on him. But that's something as a mother, I don't care how old my kids get. If they're wrong, they're just wrong. And I'm not going to agree with you when you're wrong. So I got on him and he was mad and stopped speaking to me. But, he wouldn't answer the phone or nothing. And you know what I did? He lives in another state. And you know what I did? Went to the other state and knocked right on his door. This ain't what we doing, brother. So, that's why I said life is most definitely short. So you just have to mend situations and friendships and even relationships. I don't think it's nothing that bad that you could stop talking to your friends, family, uh, uh, for a long period of time. If I didn't talk to my kids or grandkids every day, I'm gonna have to call and ask them what their problem is. I know that's right, Miss Thomas. Being a mother, that's a job you can't take off from. You can't get vacation days or nothing. It's a 24/7 job, and my kids are grown. And I'm still being a parent, a mother to them. Even when they're sick or just even going through. So that's a job, that we can never take off from. Um, Miss Thomas, I went to bed. Pika, let me tell you something. My son is in the army, and I have a issue. I have an issue. I think it was because he had went out. He had went out, and I told him. I said, "Well, I don't like when you go out. Uh, um, I'm just a firm believer. You do not drink and drive. Um, in this little nightclub where he lives in Clarksville, is close to his house. Maybe not even 10 minutes away. I don't care if it was 5 minutes away. I told him, I don't like when people drink and drive. He said, well, the little spot is not even 5 minutes from my house, so why are you tripping? I said, because I just don't like when people drink and drive. And so he began to tell me, Pika, I'm grown. I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. I said, yeah, I know you grown, but uh, I'm telling you the right thing to do. I don't care how grown you think you are. You will never be as grown as your parents. So he got an attitude, which it was the alcohol, cause he was lit up, and he got an attitude with me. Oh, he was mad, baby. He was mad and stopped talking to me. Because I told him that, but I meant what I said. Um, it wasn't years. I'll say I hadn't talked to him when that happened in almost a month. He wouldn't answer the phone, honey. He wouldn't call me back. I was leaving messages. I was asking his brother and his sister had they talked to him, and he just had an overall attitude because I got on him about that. I have never ever liked drunk drivers. I never ever liked people that drink and drive. Um, so he got mad because I got on to him about that. So he stopped talking to me, honey, because I got on to him. But I meant what I said. So as he wouldn't answer the phone for me, Pika, and yes, he went, Miss Thomas, yes, he stopped talking to me because I got on to him about that. Uh, so he stopped talking to me. He wouldn't answer the phone. He wouldn't return my calls. He wouldn't or anything. So You know what I did? Packed me a bag, Pika. I packed me a bag and got on the Greyhound and went right to his front door. I sure did. I'm that kind of mama. Uh-huh. And my boys are so tall. Um, my boys are so tall. Uh, but I told them I don't care how tall they get. I'll stand up on a chair and knock them upside the head. Still to this day, and they good and grown. Uh, so yeah. He stopped talking, baby. I didn't care. I didn't care. But I would be less than a mother not to tell him these things. Oh yes, Miss Thomas, they know. My children know. My boy's so tall, I'll tell them, all right now, all right. I get up on a chair and hit you in the head with a skillet or a pot. But yeah, these children something else. And they don't realize that we only looking out for their best interests. Yes, my kids are grown. My oldest is 33 and my youngest is 29. And they don't understand sometimes that we're only looking out for their best interests. And then if something happens, that's what I be trying to explain. And I still say this to this day. If something happens out there, the first person your child is going to call is their mother. The first person or their parents. So why not listen? Why not avoid all of this before it happens? Just listen. Just listen. I know a lot of young people that's deceased and passed on that got out and got into trouble and life ended. Wish that they could be here today to be able to listen to their parents. All the young kids that's incarcerated wish they could be out here to listen to their parents. Yes, but I'm a firm believer. I'm a tell my children, right or wrong, the right things to do, and I'm just not gonna rock with you if you wrong. I'm just not gonna do it. I've never done it. I'm just one of those parents. Some parents have got too caught up and want to be their children friend, but not me. Never, ever. I want my children to respect me as their mother, and I want them to know I am your mother first and your friend second. I've never drunk or partied with my children. I just, I'm old school. I just ain't never believed in that because I just think if I go to a club or bar with one of my children, then it's not you. I don't think the respect thing would be the same. So I've just never did it. I'm old school, and so my mother never did it with me, so I never did it with my kids. Yes, we want the best for our children, Miss Thomas, but some of them can get hard headed now. But I just thank God after that situation, none of them have ever got into trouble. And I just thank God for it. I can knock on wood and just thank God. I got some pretty good kids. You have to get 'em, rough them up every once in a while, but overall, I got some pretty good kids. Yes, Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas, what you doing up this early? You couldn't sleep either. That's it. That's it. That is it. No, I'm not. You not my home girl, a homeboy. So you can't all that what you do with your friends. You do with your friends, but I'm your mama. No. Uh-uh. Yes. You know you have your relationship with your friends, but I'm your mother, and you gonna respect me as such. But yeah, after that little situation, he has got much better. I actually talked to him on yesterday. He was getting off and was just calling to see what I was doing. And I told him, I said, well, I got one more hour and I will be headed home from my little lady. So he was on his way home from work. He said he was so tired he wanted to go take him a nap. I said, I know how that is because I need me one too. But then Miss Thomas, he swear he my daddy. I know I went to bed super duper early. Now I'm up. I went to bed super early. Now I'm sitting up here. I was watching TV and I just came up to the front and sat in this quietness. Uh, exactly, exactly, Pika. That is so true. Your parents will be there for you no matter what, through it all. Through it all. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. You know, but I have um some friends right now. Uh, that kids are so grown and disrespect. Ooh, Lord Jesus, I just be sitting out just thinking, Lord, why they couldn't be my child for one day? Ooh, Lord, I would love to be their mama for one day, honey. They have been had so many bumps up against the head. Cause you know, with the way the world is now, with so many young people losing their lives and all of that, you know, we just done lost track of uh, disciplining and uh, all of that. Now you got some parents that scared of their kids, and kids be hitting on them and talking to them any kind of way. But honey, I'm telling you, baby, I didn't play it. I didn't play that period. I didn't play it period. But you know, we want to do the best we can do as parents and take care of our children, and we only want the best for them. So yes, Miss Thomas. Ooh, Lord, you better say it, Miss Thomas. You better say it. And I ain't paid damn bill in the house and want to tell somebody what to do. If you don't go somewhere and have several seats, yes, it is sad. It really is. It really is very sad. Yes, and talk to them any kind of way. Uh, just talk to them any kind of way, any kind of way. And then when they get older, don't even want to be bothered with their mama. Somebody that took care of them their whole life. and then get to where they don't even want to be bothered. It's just it's sad. But baby, when I tell you, honey, uh let one of my church talking about cussing me out, honey, if I got to get on a sailboat, a airplane, a hitchhike, babe, I'ma go up there and I'll baby and twist their lips off. I don't play in that cussing. And my kids are grown. But that disrespecting and all that cussing and stuff. We ain't finna play that. I ain't finna play it with you. See, that's what you do with your friends. You not gonna do it with me, and they know it. No, I don't do that cussing. Uh. No, Lord. Yes, Lord. Miss Thomas, they need. That's what the world needs. Yes, yes. Cause I remember uh my grandma growing up, Miss Thomas. Baby, we used to like. Well, my sister and myself used to like. We laugh about it now. How my grandma used to go out there and get them switches, and every time you ran around the corner, the switch went round the corner too. So that's what they need, honey. We need to go back to when the grandmas was grandmas and all of that. When you got your butt whooped, and if you did something outside, the neighbors could whoop your butt. And then when you got home, you got your butt whooped again by your parents. So yes, Lord, honey, yes. Yes. And we have strayed so far away from that. These kids nowadays don't even know nothing about discipline. Don't know nothing about it. Yeah, they don't know nothing about discipline. And I tell you, Miss Thomas, when my mama used to get mad, baby, my brother used to act a fool. Baby, my mama be in the kitchen, whatever she had in her hand, she was gonna throw it. I'm thankful to still have my parents in my life, but I know a lot of people personally, some I grew up with, who unfortunately don't have that, and I can imagine not having that. Yes, Pika, like both of my parents are deceased. My mom uh, passed away in 2016, and my dad passed away in 1991, and both had heart attacks. So, so I know what it is to be without both parents because both of my parents are deceased. Yes, and I imagine you have Pika, but again, I tell you, God is gonna fix your situation as well. Um, you just have to keep trusting and believing that God will fix your situation. I know that He will, uh, because He did it for me. Um, so, and I just pray that you do find something that's affordable for you. Um, oh yes. Yes, the 911 and the CP child, we didn't have none of that when I was growing up, Miss Thomas. I wish I could have called some of them folks when I was getting the whooping. But Pika, I just pray, your situation gets better. Um, because homelessness is a big problem in the world. Um, so I just pray God fix your situation, and He just continues to keep you safe, and just to overall keep you. Um, but each passing day that you get up, you look up and you tell God, thank you anyway for just being alive, in your right mind, and just being able to get up and be dealing with that situation, but you still go to work and you still do what you have to do. So every day that you get up, just look up and just tell God thank you. And just know that He's going to fix your situation. I honestly believe it. I have faith that He will. Oh, but Miss Thomas, child, I wish we could call, had them folks to call when I was growing up and my mama was uh, whooping us. Yes. Yes, nowadays, honey, these children, you try to discipline them. If they ain't gonna hit you back, they'll call the cops on you trying to get you arrested. And oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Well, I just pray that your situation gets better. And it will. It will. We all go through things in life. Nobody's life is perfect. We all have went through things. So I just pray that your situation gets better. I really do. But wherever uh you sleep at, or you know, however, you just make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay safe. Yes, it is a blessing. And then some people, not saying in your situation, but some people can have family, Pika, and be homeless, and their family won't even have the mindset to help them. It's just crazy. But we all know uh, where we been, but we don't never know where we going. You never know how God will change stuff around. You never know. You never know. So yes, it's just crazy. It is crazy. That's why I said, it's always a blessing to be a blessing to other people, because you never know how God uh, bless you. Uh, I'm just a firm believer in it, blessing other people. Um, so you just never know when it can be us. We never know when it will be us. Oh, I understand that. Cause that's how I am, Pika. It be so hard. It's so hard for me, to ask people for anything. Uh, it's just so hard. And I have had family to, yes, and I'm like that too, Pika. It's hard for me to, um, ask anybody for anything, because uh, you know I can remember uh, I was waiting on, I was moving to a new place, and I had to wait on it to get ready. So I had to go live, me and my kids, with a family member. And that family member treated us so bad, I can remember. And I was so happy when my place became, it was supposed to be available at one point, and then something fell through, and I had to wait just a little while longer for the place to be ready. And I can remember this family member treated us so bad. And oh gosh, I was so ready to go. And I just said, Lord, I hope I don't ever be in this predicament or situation again. So that's why I get up, and I always worked and got up and did what I had to do for my kids and myself. And I really didn't care if I had to walk around with slides or pajamas on, but long as my kids were dressed nice, going to school, long as I provided for them and did what I had to do with them, I was okay. Yeah, but I always worked and did what I had to do, so I wouldn't be put in that predicament to have to ask anybody to do anything for me, because that's something hard for me. If I ask somebody for something, I really need it. Yes, it is. It is. It really is. It always be your family, Miss Thomas. People don't believe it, but you better believe it. You better believe it. It always be your family. It always be your family. Yes, Lord. Oh yes. Yeah, well, Miss Thomas, I'm dealing with my fair share of hurt right now. So, but I can honestly say I'm in a better place with it. Uh, but hurt does make you stronger. It really does. It makes you, want to get up on your game and just keep pushing forward. Even though the hurt is like a little minor setback, but just keep on keeping the faith, and know that it gonna get better. Yes, but hurt will definitely make you face some things head on, and uh, okay, people, okay, okay then, free spirited. That's what's up there. I don't think I ever been free spirited. I don't think I have. Man, I'm so old fashioned till it ain't funny. That's what I love. Now, Pika, I'm with you when you're right. I love to travel. Now, I just left New Orleans um, this month. October, I will be going to Memphis on a trip. Yes, Miss Thomas, I had, baby, Miss Thomas, when I tell you, honey, I was drinking them bills and that moonshine, baby, I was toe down, but I had a good time. I had a good time. Besides the minor mishap, with you know who, I had an absolute good time. I really did. I had an absolute good time. I didn't want to leave. And then, Miss Thomas, how about both of the buses when we were on? We were like maybe 2.5, 3 hours away from home, and both of the buses broke down, and we were stranded for 7 hours. Yes, I've been to Memphis one time before, so I will be going again in October on another bus trip, a different bus, not this bus that broke down. Yes, Miss Thomas, baby, the bus broke. Both of the buses broke down, and we were stranded, waiting on someone to pick two more buses to come and get us for 7 hours in the heat. Okay, now I've never traveled outside of the U.S., but I have did my fair share, and I just love to travel. I just love traveling. My children tell me, we remember when you used to just stay at home and didn't go nowhere. And now every time we look around, you gone somewhere. And I was like, yes, the heat, yeah, oh my gosh. It was so hot. I'm talking about that kind of heat that make you sick. It was so hot. And a lot of people were getting sick on the bus because of the heat, So, like I said, we were stranded for 7 hours, honey. And I just thank God that the other buses made it there to pick us up, and just everybody got home safe. We left New Orleans at 11:25 in the morning, Miss Thomas, and I didn't make it home until 1:30 in the morning. From 11:25 in the morning to 1:30 in the morning. Uh, Being stranded out there uh, with the rest of the people that were on the bus with us. I don't know, Pika. I'm kind of scared to travel outside of the country now. But I think I want to. I don't know. I don't know where I want to go right now. Uh, as far as traveling outside uh, uh, the country, I really don't know. I really haven't given any thought. I'm scared now. I'll be scared to go somewhere like that, like outside of the country if I didn't had never, been there before, or didn't do my research on it or stuff like that. Um, so I really don't know. I couldn't answer that right now. So I'll just stay traveling like what I'm doing now, child. Yes, Miss Thomas. Ooh, Lord, honey. And okay, okay, those are some good choices. Now I think my sister has been to Mexico a couple of times, but I never have been. I always wanted to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Um, and I was supposed to go on one a few years back, but when COVID and all of that, I was going on uh, a Carnival cruise, and we had paid for it and everything. And then once that COVID stuff hit, Carnival canceled the cruise because they weren't let any ships sail in. So I was going to go on a cruise, but at the last minute it had to be canceled because they weren't letting any ships come in. So I ended up once Carnival sent our money back, we ended up going to Las Vegas for a week. We ended up going to Vegas for a whole week, and so um, okay, yes, Pika, I love Las Vegas. Yes, Lord, I love me some Las Vegas. We stayed at Bailey's the first time, and then the second time I went, I stayed at the Flamingo. And the Flamingo had this. They have an outside bar in the back, like in the back of the hotel. Was super duper awesome. So I really enjoyed um, Las Vegas. And let me see where all have I been? New Orleans, Tennessee, Oklahoma, uh, Las Vegas, Florida. I finally got a chance to go to Florida. Um, yes, Miss Thomas, I love Las Vegas now. That's what I was just saying. I wanted to go back there. Pika, you know what? I never met any famous people in Vegas. But you know who I uh wanted to meet uh in Las Vegas, and I don't know. I think that's where they be the Elvis the Elvis impersonators. That's who I always wanted to meet. One of those. But I think do they be in Memphis? I don't know. You know, I don't know. But I always wanted to meet a Elvis impersonator. Okay, your brother used to live there. Okay. Yes, I love Las Vegas, honey. I love me some Las Vegas. Okay, Pika. You picked some good places. Uh-uh. I didn't. I didn't. Um, you picked some good places, Pika. Let me tell you, baby, we made the mistake of going to Las Vegas in June, and when you think it was hot on the bus that broke down. Wait till you go to Las Vegas in the summertime. Child, baby, it was 116 degrees every day. And they had did a thing on the news. If you didn't have to go out, um, don't go out. It was super duper hot. And I know Las Vegas is nothing but the desert, but baby, don't you ever, ever, ever go to Las Vegas when it's hot. It was so doggone. Yes, Miss Thomas. It was 116 degrees every day. Yes, it was 116 degrees every day. And the news said if you didn't have to be out, don't be out. And I remember we had went down to the restaurant inside of the hotel to get something to eat, and we all got large sodas with a lot of extra ice in them. We got large sodas with extra ice, and before we got made it to the elevator with our food and sodas, the ice had melted. It was just that hot. So no, ma'am. If you want to travel to Las Vegas, you better not never go when it's hot. I tell you that. No, I mean, it was just that kind of hot. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and I think my friend, was kind of upset with me because I didn't want to be out in that heat. I did not want to be out in that heat. If I could live anywhere in the world, hmm, oh, oh, if I could live anywhere in the world, I really want to. If I could live anywhere in the world, it would be Hawaii. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. I've always, even as a child, I used to watch Hawaii 5 all the time, and I always wanted to go to Hawaii. So I think that would be my number one choice. That would be my number one choice. Yes, yes, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. So that would be my number one choice of going. Okay, okay. Yeah, that would be my number one choice. Thank you all for tuning in with me. Make sure you hit that like button for your girl, please, and thank you. Make sure you hit the sub button. It will most definitely won't cost you anything, and it will greatly, greatly be appreciated. Uh, and it will help me on the goal to get it monetized. I'm almost at my goal. So I just want to say thank you all so, so, so much. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with this old laid back country girl. So thank you all so, so, so much. Yes, Miss Thomas. Baby, I want to go to Hawaii. I love seeing it on TV. And then how they set up the food. The food looks amazing on TV now. I don't know how to be if I get there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Thomas. Um, I I always wanted to go to Hawaii because it always looked the water and everything. It just looks so peaceful, and I just always wanted to go there. So that would be my first choice to go live in Hawaii. Yes, but who was that? I was on live one day, and a guy was talking about the tsunami that was there, and then I said, "Oh Lord." So I don't know which part he was trying to explain to me which part it was. But I was like, oh my God, I just pray that everybody be safe. That's something when you got all that water. Just yeah, Miss Thomas, it is beautiful. But that's a place I always wanted to go. And it's super duper expensive to fly to Hawaii. I used to check it out because I really wanted to go. And I was looking at it, baby, it's super duper expensive to go to Hawaii. So You know, I be around here counting up quarters and dimes and nickels and everything, trying to get my money right to go there. But that's just a place I always wanted to go. Um, yes, it's very costly to go to Hawaii. It sure is. It really is. Super duper expensive. I think when I was looking at the time I was looking at going there, it would have been close to $5,000 just to get there, not considering where you were gonna stay, but just to get there would have been around. You would have been spending around that much. Yes, it is. It really is. So, yeah. So I think for now, I'll just watch it on TV, Pika, and just imagine I was there. Yes, it Miss Thomas. When I tell you, it's super duper expensive to go to Hawaii. Even the plane. Oh, it's super duper expensive to go. It really is, and I mean expensive. Yes, Lord, it's a you, baby. I mean, once you get your money together to go there, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing because you're gonna be broke. That's all you'll be able to do is pay to get over there and stay where you gonna stay. You won't even be able to eat nothing. You'll be in Hawaii eating ham sandwiches and viennas and crackers. So I might as well stay on over here, Chad. Mm-mm. Yes, Lord, I stay on over here where I'm at, where I know I got a little change to make it. I know that's right, Miss Thomas. I know that's right, cause stuff that has gotten so high, uh, stuff has gotten so high, and I look at how they done raised the price. Chicken wings, $17 and $18 a pack. Look at how they raised the price on a bucket of chitlins, Miss Thomas. 30 some dollars here. Baby, oh Lord. And I remember growing up, them things used to be $5 a bucket. Now y'all done raised the price to 30, almost $40 for one bag of bucket. That's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Yes, it's crazy. Make you want to go out there and plant you a garden and grow your own food. And I be my little lady, I have her laughing at me because I tell her stuff done got so high I better not see no pig or no chicken walking down the street because I'm gonna run out the door and say, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Yeah, stuff has gotten so high. Stuff has gotten so high. And it's ridiculous. Yes, Mr. I'm for real. Stuff, baby. I want to be like them Africans. I watched the African people cooking on YouTube, and I don't know why I just done fell in love. I think it's called African Village Life or something like that. Even yes, Miss Thomas. And how they have all them chickens and ducks and goats and all of that, and how they be out there cooking and Yes, baby, she'll kill a chicken real quick and cook it and just make a meal for the village or whatever. But honey, I might have to move over there with them because stuff has gotten so high. I was just telling my daughter the other day, child, I need to go grocery shopping, but you just don't never know. Cause stuff is so expensive now. Yes, everything. Bread. Look how sodas, a 12 pack of sodas, $10. It's crazy. I know that's right. I need to learn how to store a coupon in Pika. I really do. I tell you, I need to learn how to store a coupon. Yes, Miss Thomas, me too. Me too. And baby, you be in the grocery store making life decisions. Sure do, cause stuff is so expensive now. I know that's right. And I be cussing too. And the people be walking by saying, "Oh, what wrong with that lady? She talking to herself." No, she ain't talking to her. She cussing. Oh Lord, not construction paper. Oh my goodness. Not construction paper. But guys, I'm gonna get ready and get out of here. I'm gonna try to take me a nap before it's time for me to actually get up. But I want to thank you. Yes, Miss Thomas, prices are double. Uh, but I want to thank you all for tuning in with me, being up with me. Miss Thomas, I love you as always. Pika, you make sure you keep in touch with me, Pika, because I absolutely want to talk to you again. Um, because you know I'm gonna keep on praying for you and ministering to you, cause God got some things in store for you. So you make sure you keep in touch with me. Make sure you sub to my channel because I would love to talk to you again. Miss Thomas, I hope you get you some rest and you just have an amazing day. You too, Pika, have an amazing day. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in with me. And I will definitely talk to you guys later.